What a weird day. Weird day. And welcome back to another fishing adventure. And like I said, it's a weird day, and I'm talking about the weather. It's like 65 degrees. First of all, it's November 9th, and we've been having weather in the daytime highs in the 40s. But this morning, at 7 o'clock in the morning, it's 65 degrees, 95% humidity. And it's almost noon right now, and it's still that exact same temp, like 65 degrees, like 95% humidity. Very cloudy, as you can see, but no rain. I think it did rain a little bit during the night, but everything's just wet from the humidity. Using frozen shad for bait today. That's what they like. I think this fish could be 3 baits here. The water's cold. I was fishing here day before yesterday, and I caught 1 big fish, but otherwise the bite was pretty slow. And but the water temps were in the like upper 40s, I think. So that's what we're dealing with, 40s temperatures. But the reason it's warm is we've got this Arctic blast on its way here. It'll be here tomorrow afternoon. It's pushing all this warm air through here, pushing the warm air out of the way. It's supposed to be below freezing by this time tomorrow, and the forecast has daytime highs for the day after tomorrow is like 26, and for the next several days temps below freezing. So this is probably going to be the last hurrah for open water fishing this year, I think. Here's what I'm fishing with today. Just a slip sinker rig. There's that sinker on a slide. What do I got there? 5 ounces. Don't need 5 ounces. This is a lake. There's no current, but I just want some weight to get it out there pretty far. So yeah, sinker and slide, swivel, 1 foot leader. I think this is a 4/0 kale hook. And there's that frozen shad. I'd like to catch eater cats today. This is a good size bait for that, but with this cold water, I think a trophy cat would be interested in picking up a little morsel like this too. Get that scale off of there. These are bait feeder reels, Akuma Avenger, 55 size, and you know, it's got the secondary drag down here. Really like that, especially for catfishing. Then I don't have to have some sturdy rod holder that's going to prevent my rod from getting pulled in. I could just use a bank stick like that, set the secondary drag, and it'll pull drag instead of pulling my rod in the water. A rocky place like this, there's no way I'd be able to get a rod holder stabbed into the ground here. So that's how I'm fishing here. Plunk. Water's down. It's probably a foot or 2 low, and I think where I'm putting these baits is probably 4 or 5 feet of water. Yeah, barometric pressure is falling as I speak here. It's 29.84 right now. It was 30 last night when I went to bed, above 30 a little bit, but I don't really fish the barometric pressure that much, but it's nice when it coincides with when I'm fishing. And the main reason why I'm thinking that the open water bite's going to be done with as soon as this cold front comes in is because that's going to cause a shad die off here in this lake. And you know, and so in a couple days there's just going to be dead shad everywhere. All the catfish and all the other fish are just going to have their bellies bursting with shad. Fishing with shad is just not going to work. There's free food everywhere. So we'll see, but I'd like to get some eater cats on the bank today. See how it goes. Thanks for watching. Is this real? Oh, it is real. It is really real. I was getting little line bites on all 3 of my rods, and this one was just persistent. Little boink boink. The line would go slack and then it would tighten up again. Yep, tail banging on the line just there. This has got some good weight. I don't know if you can see the rod bend on that camera behind me, but it's not a small fish. Oh, he's heading off to the left. Yeah, it's a good cat. Real good cat. Get in here. He was a subtle biter. Wow. Yep, there's that shad head. Yeah, I think this fish is too big to keep. That's a trophy fish. Get a weight on him. I think this is a 8 or 9 pound fish. Yeah, 10 pounds in the net. It's an 8 or 9 pound fish. Yeah, this fish is a beauty. Check him out. Probably about 8 or 9 pounds. He's curling up. Straighten out there, buddy. Looks like a male fish because of the gray color. Big old whiskers. Look how thick those whiskers are. He's too big to eat. I like 6 or 7 max, but he's 8 or 9. He's too big. This is a trophy fish. He's going back. It's been about an hour since I put the baits in the water. I was just about to reel in and rebait and recast. But, I think I'll do that now. Stick the head in the water and let him recuperate for just a little bit here. I'm not moving him, just letting him do his thing here. Yeah, you gonna go? Yeah. Nice. See you when you're a 14 pounder. If I was bait poor, I'd probably reuse this again since the water's cold, but I got plenty of bait, so I'm just gonna replace that with another headpiece, just like that. And I think this is kind of the perfect size for what I want today. I mean, this is small enough that a 5 pound catfish will eat it, but because of this cold water, it's also big enough that a 15 pound catfish will eat it too. Go ahead and check these other two, see what's going on with those. Put some fresh bait on if need be. Stripped. We do have rusty crayfish in this lake. They get to be about as big as your hand, and they will strip your bait off without you even knowing it. That's probably what happened here. Let's see what's happening on rod number 3. This one also feels light. I don't feel any resistance. Oh, still got the bait here, untouched. This one looks just as good as when I threw it out there. I'm just going to put a couple of slits in it just to open it up a little bit and just put it back out there. Got a bite happening here. I'm gonna give it some slack line. All right, there we go. I'll let him take it. Yep. All right. Just want to let that fish get that hook all the way in his mouth before I put any tension on it. They've been so subtle biting today. Got cold water, like I said, probably 100 times, and they don't fight so great in cold water. They're kind of sluggish. Just want to keep this guy over here away from my other 2 lines if I can. Yeah, get that net out there. This is a good cat. Get in here. Gotcha. Ooh, that might be the eater. I think that's an eater. Yeah, definitely. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, this fish is hooked real good. Got the whole bottom lip there. Nice. Here's that bait that this fish ate. Yeah, this fish will be perfect for a catfish dinner. This is about 5 pounds or so. I'm not going to weigh him or anything, but he's going to go on the stringer. Looks like a male fish. I don't know if he's skinny for any real reason. Seems a little skinny. Head size compared to body size. Seems a little skinny. Although the belly is, you know, there's something in there. So maybe he's just lean. He's a fit fish. On the stringer he goes. I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I like to give them a lip piercing. Sometimes it's hard. I like to give them a lip piercing rather than run it through the gills if there's a potential that I might release this fish. And since this is the only keeper fish that I've got in my possession right now, I am going to do a lip piercing, because if I don't catch any more fish, I may end up releasing this fish at the end of the day. We'll see. The reasoning is because I just generally don't like to deal with the mess involved in cleaning fish for just one fish. And somehow this hook got damaged. I think it might have been from me using the pliers to remove it, maybe. I don't know if you can see it, but the barb is either gone or it's smashed down. It's barely a barb there. Probably could need to replace it anyway. I'm gonna replace it. And the bite's been pretty slow. It's been about an hour since that first fish. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon now. This is a pretty small fish. I'm just gonna put this whole fish on there. Maybe just cut the tail off and do a couple of snips in there. Just some good stuff will leach out. There we go. New hook, new bait. Check my other rod. Look at this. Cleaned out. Just the skull left. It's got to be crayfish doing that. Well, by the power vested in me, because I'm the only fisherman on this lake as far as I can see, I declare this the luckiest fish in the lake today, because he's going to get to go. Oh, you're welcome. Got something to say? Okay, I agree. So, yeah, didn't catch any more fish. It's been a couple hours. Back in the water this one goes. Oh, he's anxious. Well, he's so used to being on the stringer, I don't think he realizes what's happening here. All right, there you go. So long. Thank you. See you next year.